So UFC 318 has just taken place. Fights to make next after UFC 318. It was actually a pretty decent card, so let's get into it. Max Holloway had a great performance against Dustin Poirier in the trilogy. Like, we know prime for prime, Dustin wins, but like, it was a good performance. He clearly won about 3 or 4 rounds. But people are saying like levels, like he dominated. He didn't dominate the fight. He just wasn't no fucking Volkanovski, Max Holloway 3. The irony, but like this was no schooling. This was like just a slight level above Dustin Poirier. It wasn't like he just absolutely schooled him, had no success. Like, Max Holloway got dropped, I think, twice or 3 times. But, as you can see, I've put him against Charles Oliveira. I'm going on TikTok and I'm seeing people say, oh, it should be Holloway versus Paddy Pimblett. Shut the fuck up. We want this. Paddy Pimblett's fighting for the title next. Joe Rogan's pretty stupid, you know what I mean? He's just given some random fucking guy who just beat Michael Chandler a title shot. But I'm all for it. I'm all for it. It's hype. It's a big fight. They should make it. I'm all for it. But in the meantime, this should happen because you got to think about this way. Oliveira's just been brutally knocked out in the first round. That was sad to watch. And then we've got Holloway, who's taken quite a bit of damage and should probably take about 6 months between every single fight before he dies in the cage. And he should fight Oliveira. And as well, if he wins that, then he can get the rematch against Ilya. Instead of just, oh, he got 1 win, let's give him to Ilya. Let's have a win streak going before we start giving fuckers a title shot. I'm sick of people just randomly getting a title shot over 1 win. If Justin Gaethje gets the title shot against Ilya in December, I might pull my own hair out. Also, another good thing they should do is for the SPG card, where apparently Islam Makhachev will be fighting Jack Della. They should put Ilya as the co-main event. Why? Because they might do the press conference, but they won't do that, will they? They won't do that. They don't want hype of going into fights. But yeah, they will never do that. But moving on to the next fight. Vintage Paulo Costa showed up last night, and it was class. Now I'm seeing people be like, oh, when Hamza Chimaev loses to Dricus, give him, like, you know, give it to Costa because it's a hyped up fight. All I'm gonna say is, I love Dricus. Dricus is not winning. I've looked at the fight. I've watched his wrestling. He's fucking he has little to no wrestling. It's gonna be so sad to watch. I'm rooting for you, Dricus. Please get it done. But I don't think you are. I think he's gonna get mauled and submitted in the first round. And after that, then who's Costa gonna get? You know what I mean? So I think we should give him Jared Cannonier. Same era. You know, it's the same as I don't know if you've looked at my Twitter, but I want Colby versus Burns and nothing else. They won't do that fight, but like I want that because it's the same era, kind of nostalgic for us all if you're watching in that time period. But this is why I want this fight. Nostalgia. Both are on wins now. He's coming off a win against Gregory Rodriguez, and Costa's coming off a win against what's his name, Roman Kopylov, the middleweight Chase Hooper, kind of fat version of him. And you know what? You want to know something? I think Costa can get it done, man. Jared Cannonier is very underrated, but like he's also very fucking basic. And I'm still surprised he's actually still in the division. He's got a fucking chin as well, honestly. Some of the shot, like, think about it this way. Jack Hermansson got knocked out by the first clean punch. Jared Cannonier took about 50 clean punches. Yeah. Yeah, but that's a fight I want to see. Because I know Hamzat's going to win. Or I'm kind of manifesting it, right? Of thinking that Hamzat's going to win so much to the point where when Dricus does win, my reaction's going to be great and I'm going to be jumping around my fucking bedroom like a fucking freak. But I know it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Hamzat's going to maul dog him in the first round. It's going to be fucking sad to watch. But moving on to the next fight. Bonfirm versus Gregory Rodriguez. Gregory Rodriguez is in the rankings in the big year of 2025. Daniel Rodriguez in the year of 2025 is in the rankings. What the fuck? But you know what, to be fair, he clearly beat Kevin Holland. He clearly beat him 2 rounds to 1. And, like, seeing Daniel Rodriguez in the rankings, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look normal. Like, he's not even a bad fighter either. He's just very mid. He's just very And I even said in my breakdown of the fight, if you go watch the prediction video, I said he's gonna wing some shots and get countered and rocked. That happened so many times. It happened so many times in this fight. How is he ranked? You know, Kevin Holland is the biggest shitter in MMA history. So, because Daniel Rodriguez, and there's pretty much everyone's matched up in the division, and I don't want to really put him against fucking Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, because that's just bullying at that rate. You're just bullying an old man. Which realistically, he should have beat Bonfim, but you know, I'm gonna have to go with this fight and get Daniel Rodriguez out the rankings. And it's not even like I hate Daniel Rodriguez. You should not have a ranking. You should kind of be that guy on the prelims where you're like, that's a scrap, I'm going to tune into it. You shouldn't be in the rankings as a future contender. This is D-Rod. This is D-Rod. This isn't fucking Khamzat Chimaev choking people out in the first round and making them look like amateurs and white belts when they have black belts. No, this is D-Rod. But yeah, Bonfim versus Rodriguez, get him out the rankings as soon as possible. There's no way. And everyone's pretty much matched up. And I don't want to put him against Wonderboy because Wonderboy... I want Wonderboy to have fun fights. I think he should move up and fight MVP. I think that's a fight that should be made. But yeah, moving on to the next one. Pitbull, I didn't think he won, to be fair. I thought Danny Ige won pretty... No, not pretty clearly. It could have went either way, but like... I thought Danny Ige won, but I get it because they want Pitbull in the rankings because he's kind of like that guy. But like, no one cares about Pitbull. No one cares. He didn't throw a punch. It was super boring. You know what I mean? And Jakedze is coming off a loss. I really didn't know who to put for this. I was thinking Josh Emmett, but Josh Emmett is still kind of high in the rankings. And I think when I was making this, I kind of thought he saw the... fight against Leroy Murphy coming up, but then I realised as I was making it, Leroy Murphy is already fought him and beat him pretty clearly. So now I was like, well, fuck it, Jakedze, fuck it, we'll just give him that guy. But I'm always down to an Emmett fight. I think Emmett would knock him out, to be honest. He doesn't do anything. But yeah, that would be like a really good like main card opener. Either of these two, Emmett, Jakedze. Even an Ige rematch, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? What was that about? They both just kind of stood in front of each other and did minimal damage. Yeah, like, Danny Ige should have won that shit. I'm saying it right now, but I get the decision making. But moving on to the next one. Losers now. We're on the losers of the card, and I think yeah, right, okay, right. Dustin Poirier has officially retired. Very sad indeed. But yeah, I think it was the right decision to make. It needs to be said. I don't think he's looked in his prime since like the McGregor fights. I could sort of see it going in the McGregor, not the McGregor, the Oliveira, and then the Michael Chandler fight. He did not look himself at all, and no one can really take that away. Partly the reason why I chose Gaethje in the rematch too. Yeah, I think this is a great decision by him. Like if you I know Max Holloway fans are fucking awful, so they won't admit this, but like fan base, like regardless of fan bases, unbiasedly, you have to admit, prime Dustin Poirier would batter Max Holloway. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a fact. And it is 2-1. It is 2-1, you know what I mean? You know, Max Scott's, you know. But, like, prime for prime, Dustin would always win. It would be a close fight, but Dustin would always win. But, yeah, it's just a bit sad, really. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was going to be over in the first round when he got dropped, and I was like, no, don't finish him. And then I'm seeing Max Holloway fans going like, because they're that fucking horrid. They're going, Max clearly held back here. Yeah, held back when he's fucking punching him in the face repeatedly and smacking his head off the canvas. Morons, man, morons. But yeah, Dustin's had a great career. I'm glad he's retired. I don't think he needs a fight. He's got money. And he's still gritted down, even though it was his retirement fight. So fair enough, it was a good fight. Great fighter, legend, Hall of Fame on the 319 card. Absolutely. Right, moving on to the next fighter, which you've already seen. Kopylov should fight Jing Jong Park, the Iron Turtle himself. Why? Because Park is like, we need a meme in a fucking thing. Like, we need a meme in the rankings, and this is the meme. We've got one at heavyweight, we've got a few others at the other weight classes, but we need another one in. We've got so many memes. Like, middleweight is kind of the meme weight class. Our champion is Dricus du Plessis, the biggest goofer in the thing, in the division. RDA is now fighting Whittaker this week, actually. So, we need to get Park in the rankings. And Kopylov, you look terrible. Honestly, I was telling people how much of a good striker you were. And you made me look retarded. You made me look retarded in person. You prick. And we need no more Dagestanis inside of the rankings anymore. So we want to see Roman Kopylov out dead cold to the Iron Turtle. And I do think the Iron Turtle will win this too. But moving on to the next loser of the card, which was... Kevin Holland versus Mike Mallet is the fight to make. And at this rate, I think I'd choose Mike Mallet. Kevin Holland... You look shit in that fight. You look shit. Like, I honestly thought that you were going to make a run to, like, at least top 7. Like, I thought you could have beat Colby Covington, Gilbert Burns. I still think you could, to be fair. Like, I think you could beat any of these guys. But Mike Mallet, you're getting Mike Mallet, kid, and you can go back to fucking 185 and start getting raped there, because I'm sick of, when I choose you fucking lose. And when I don't choose you win. So how am I supposed to, like, get your fights right? So I don't know, right? So you can have Mike Mallet. Mike Mallet's going to fucking dominate you for 3 rounds. But yeah, get this fucking soy Canadian in the rankings. But hey, next fight. Dan Ige, close fight against Pitbull. I thought he won that fight, I'm not going to lie. But Nathaniel, this is the problem we've got in our divisions. Mainly featherweight and lightweight. We've got a literal logjam of people who are deserving of contenders but aren't getting, like, ranking contenders. There's so many. Off the top of my head, we've got Nathaniel Wood for featherweight. We've also got who's another guy? Naimov, that's another guy. And then for, like, fucking lightweight, you got, like, Viesa Ziam and people like that. Like, these are guys who should be getting ranked opponents. And I do think that Josh Emmett should be the guy, because he's on, like, a 3-fight loss streak, while Emmett had a close fight. But Emmett's lost to fucking everyone, and he shouldn't even have beaten Qatar, and that was his last win, I think. It's pretty pathetic. Why is my chair creaking? What the fuck? But yeah, I think Ige should fight Nathaniel Wood. Nathaniel Wood has done enough. And Nathaniel Wood didn't cheat in the Naimov fight. So I think Naimov should fuck off and fight more contenders. And maybe fight Bogdan Grad, our boy Bogdan Grad, Austrian Chad. Again, so he can have his rematch and win that one. That was such a bad decision by me. That was such a bad pick by me. But I am not going to lie about it. And yeah, I didn't do any more. So that's the video. Like, subscribe, and comment who you think these guys should fight.